What's up, guys? This is Bulvar the Fell-Handed. We have a little Troll 100 footage here for you today on Erlenberg Encounter Battle. The Greens have taken the northwestern spawn and the Reds the southeastern. None other than Spartan Elite 43 is on the other team. After this game, Double D and I got together and we said, you know what? We should totally make some videos. And then we did. So, a little funny story there for you. Now, let's get to see if we can't murder this fine gentleman. So, starting out right away, I like to run over here and try my best to do a little bit of area denial. Now, granted, of course, they almost start completely on our side of the map. I consider this our side of the map. And they, you know, my idea is to go over here, spot them, possibly maybe put a little bit of rounds on them. As you can see here, there's not a whole lot going on over here. There's nothing on the tactical map in the bottom right hand corner, just not anything going on in general. So this is fantastic. They have decided to lemming train. Now granted, of course, that can also have its own area of issues as well, simply because of the fact that, you know, once they lemming train so much, if we don't have a lot of guys in that area, then they can push the mess out of us. But anyway, long story short, yeah, well, we're fine over here for the time being anyway. We don't really have a whole lot going on, and here I am in my super flat tank. So I decided, you know, I said, you know what, let me push up here just a little bit. I'm solo, you know, I'm by myself, so I have to be very cautious. I don't have any allies I can call upon. We have a lot of guys over here way off in the distance camping the hill, as TDs are wont to do. Can't really get a good shot right there at the Yag. You know, guys, the important thing is, you know, when you have somebody on the other team, good friend of yours, whatever, enemy, whomever, and you want to murder them, you have to be very, very cautious. You never want to get tunnel vision, because what's going to happen is you're going to go out there and you're going to try to kill this guy, and you're going to end up getting murdered. Just a little known fact there. I'm about to drown my tank. So just keep that in mind. If you see somebody on the other team you want to make, you know, dead. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's keep it moving. As you can see here, I'm on their side of the field here. I have to be cautious. I do have a few guys to my 6 that can provide support fire. You know, the main reason here of light tanks is to essentially get support fire, is to get that good assist damage. I'm going to put a round in this gentleman right here. And as you can see here, we've got a line of TDs on the hill there I spotted earlier, as well as this gentleman right here to about my 11 o'clock. So have to keep that in mind. The friendly to my 12 here just got obliterated, most likely by one of the tank destroyers on the hill I spotted earlier. So you have to be very careful. You have to keep your head on a swivel, and you have to not get too deep in. Put a clutch shot into this gentleman right here at my 12 o'clock. He apparently is okay with it. Put another one in him. I am taking rounds from my left, so I have to be wary of that. I'm trying to use the dead tank here to my cover. Dead tank to my 9 o'clock is cover. Putting some more clutch shots in here, and rounds are just more or less flying into me left, right, and center. So what I need to do here, guys, is I need to break contact. I need to go off the radar and get the fudge out of here. Because, you know, they're not going to continually miss forever. That's the thing. I see a lot of guys get in tricky positions and they stay there. If you're in a tricky position, guys, if you're in a dicey position, get up out of there. Don't just sit there and take rounds. You know, you have to kind of be cautious and not get shot. That's kind of what we're looking for. Whoa there, I almost dropped my tank right down there in the drink. It's crazy. We're pulling some good assist damage right here now. We've got a lot of stuff up there lit up, and we're going back in to light them up again. Good arty shot there, just destroyed the mess out of this gentleman right here, and we're going to slide back into cover using the dead tank. Still taking some rounds here. They have definitely not forgot about me. I'm on their Christmas list, so to speak, and the present is going to be a 105mm round. So as you can see here, I'm just got a crack of daylight sticking out. I need to angle up my tank because I'm kind of sticking out a little bit more than I want. I saw the dirt fly up in front of me. Wowza! Big round from artillery. He's like, look here, man. I am not a fan of you. You've probably killed me before. I hate you and your kind. And I'm like, you know what? I accept that. I respect your opinion. I'm going to go ahead and leave. You can have that area. That's all I need. Just a good little warning, you know, just get on out of there. And that's what we're doing. I am going to drive as far away from that area as humanly possible. I'll go to another map if I can. Okay, so we're going to do some long range here, guys. And you know, when you take enough damage, you need to go into health conservation mode. And that's kind of where I am right now. Took a good knock. Got about a third of my hit points left. Cannot take any sustained damage. So I need to be the defender here, not the aggressor. Don't need to do things quite as aggressively as I once was doing. So we're going to kind of rush down here. Get along the center of the village here and see if we can't spot some of the guys on the hill. Because from this distance I can light up pretty much anything they have on that hill, and then the rest of the friendlies can get shots on them. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do here. See if we can't possibly get some good damage. We have the heaviest tank in the game camping. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but you know what? Around here I guess it's par for the course. I'm going to track the Yag there, see if possibly somebody won't farm him while I've got him tracked so I can get some good assist damage. I tried to put another one in there, deviated to his upper plate, did not make anything happen. You know, I'm getting some really good damage as soon as I moved over here. It's like, you know, everything opened up for me, getting assist damage left, right, and center, much more than I was previously. Now that I think about it, I probably should have been here to begin with, but you know what? It's fine. We learned our lesson. We're here. And Artie had to teach us our lesson, and now we're here. And essentially, I got detected, so I'm just going to pull behind this cover, break contact. And I'm in the position where, you know, I can look at things, I can spot things, and I can fire as well, because I've got some good cover here I can back behind. And, you know, it's a crunchy little light tank. I'm not saying I'm going to bounce every round, but, you know, I'll bounce some rounds. I think in this game I ended up bouncing 1,400 damage or something. I don't know. Either way, it's a wily little tank, guys. It's a wily little tank. It's fun to drive. And, you know, you just zoom around just making trouble for folks. That's pretty much, I mean, you know, that's the job description in World of Tanks, essentially. Maybe not to put a pin on it, but yeah, you drive around making trouble for folks. Anyway, and trouble we are making. As you can see here, the guys on the hill are taking loads of damage, which is fantastic for me, not so fantastic for them. We're getting assist damage left, right, and center. And, you know, we're putting in our 2 bits here and there. We're trying to shoot some folks. If we can get somebody lined up. Didn't really make anything happen with that gentleman right there. And, you know, this gun is surprisingly accurate for its accuracy statistic. You would not think it would be so fantastic, but man, I don't know whether RNG is one with me or this tank is kind of awesome. Maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? Moving on. As you can see here, guys, we are definitely getting the one up here as far as the teams go. I was almost about driving the water. Let's not do that. Let's go down here, hang a left, and go over here and see if we can't possibly kill some clickers, put some heat on them, you know, possibly remove some of the one-shot guys from the board. Essentially, opportunistic predator. That's exactly what this thing is. It's like a bat chat with teeth that aren't quite as long, if that makes sense. You know, because a bat chat will come in and clip a lot of folks out. This thing, not so much. It'll come in and really do a number on you, but, you know, not so much as a bat chat. But the bat chat isn't quite as flat as this, so this has this going for it. So here I am. I'm trying to get double D, and it's just not happening, and I'm terrified the clicker's going to poop on me because he pooped on me earlier. So I fired a few rounds, and now I'm kind of leaving. I finally said, you know what? He survived this long. I'm going to end him. It's not really happening for either one of us. I'm driving around like a madman, pulling assist damage everywhere we go. And then I find someone who is by themselves. And guys, if you are by your lonely, this tank right here is your worst nightmare. Granted, of course, I think they got killed by the time I was heading that direction, so I think I changed my mind, but you know what? It's fine. There's only a few guys left on the map. It is time to do some in-game murder. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. See if I can't sneak up on this this Spartan Elite gentleman, but he is so far away it's just not going to happen. We put a good clutch shot right there in the artillery. Wow! They are not fans of me, and that's fine. I understand it. I get it. I get it. I really do. You're not crazy about me, and that's fine. And you know, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit, but I'm still going to murder you. Okay. So, game over. You know, we did very, very well. 2797, 6,000 assist damage. Fantastic. I love it so much. Guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time. Hey guys, don't forget we have Interview with a Tanker. Deadline for that is February 1st. Just comment your gamer tag. We've already got about 35 or so names for that, but I would like more. Q&A. I'm going to set the deadline for that for February 1st as well, so just put Q&A in front of your comment, or excuse me, your question in the comment section. We'll get you taken care of there. The 1000th sub video is going to have 5 giveaways of premium time. More details when it happens. It should be soon. I mean, you know, hopefully. Weak spot guides are coming, I promise. Up next is going to be the KV5, followed by the VK100, and then finally the Panzer 7. Hopefully I can get on top of my weak spot guide game.